Oh, 5, 4, 3. Yo, guys, welcome to Game Day Everyday, okay? This is episode 41, boys. I'm excited. Garza, get out. All right. Anyway, this is Game Day Everyday. If you haven't joined the Game Day Nation, make sure to subscribe. We are trying to get to 50 subs. Gus, what is funny?
That was a very interesting intro. You caught me off guard
No,
with that
yeah,
one.
no, because it's kind of hard for our guy Dale back there to kind of tell us that he's recording. So we had to do like a Google Voice thing. You know, it's kind of scary how Google has a random numbers that you can use and link up to. You know what I'm saying?
I was resting my head.
No, but
Woke me up.
so yeah, just get off that. Dude, this weekend was the start of the NFL. America's back, all right? The American sport is back.
Week 2 of college football also.
Yes, also a very disappointing loss that happened that weekend, but we'll get into that later.
Get into that, our first subject of the day,
Yeah.
actually. But
Oh, okay, we're going with that first.
what's our schedule looking like, though, for today?
All right, our schedule's looking for, okay, so I guess first we're going to be talking the NCAA football week 2, LSU versus Texas. Talk about that game. Talk about what Texas could have done better.
Clemson versus Texas A&M
Yes,
also. What we
that
saw
was
from that
yeah,
game.
that was disappointing. NFL, first of all, Antonio Brown signing with the Patriots. Wow. And then we're going to talk about, did Dak Prescott prove himself as a true confident quarterback? Is he worthy of being paid? And then our final topic for the day is Kyler Murray and his performance in
And, of
Sunday's
course, we end the show off with predictions.
Yes.
So we'll review our predictions that we had last Thursday.
Yep. And see who's winning.
And we're actually counting the draws now. So
Yeah.
Score's 3-2.
All right, Gus, let's get into it, son.
All right, hopping right into it. Biggest disappointment of the weekend, LSU versus Texas. A game that I even claimed would make me cry if we won or lost. And I did not cry, but
Okay, good. I was about to say,
there was frustration. We deserved to lose. There's no doubt about that.
yeah. But, I mean, we had chances to win.
There was a lot of
Down the stretch, we had chances to win.
There was a lot leading up to this game too.
Yeah.
Of course, two of these storied teams and having great pass and all that.
Yeah.
They've always claimed themselves both as DBU, which is Defensive Back University.
Yeah.
They've always claimed that we've produced better defensive backs, or LSU's claim that they produced better defensive backs, which, in my opinion, I think LSU has produced better.
For sure, they've had way better defenses
Patrick
than us.
Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu,
Yeah.
all those
It's
guys.
nasty, yeah.
Marshawn Lattimore, Greedy Williams. But, of course, Texas, they had Michael Huff.
And that's it.
No, we have Deshaun Elliott. We got
Okay. 2.
Kenny Vaccaro.
That's interesting. I haven't. I don't know. I don't really keep up with college football like that,
And,
so I don't really know these names.
And Quandre Diggs.
Quandre Diggs. I've heard that name before, though.
He's a beast for
Yeah.
the Lions, so I'll take that one. But, yeah, so, of course, there's a big argument between that, which as a Texas fan, I'll go with LSU.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Texas lost 45-38. Really painful loss. Joe Burrow single-handedly shredded the defense.
Yeah.
471 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception thrown, which I said last week, a guy to watch out for in the Texas defense was Osai. Osai came through with a pick.
That was a really big play in the game, too, because they had just dropped a wide-open touchdown pass, and then they got the ball right back on the 10.
The man who I claimed last week was the next Jamal Charles, Keontae Ingram, dropped a
Yep.
wide-open touchdown. His first ever drop of his career.
I know. That's sad, dude.
The whole game would have been changed within those two drives.
The whole Texas. Oh, wow.
And if you aren't aware, Texas drove down the field, was on their 2-yard line, wide-open pass, dropped by Keontae Ingram. Then, of course, it was a turnover on downs because they went for it on that fourth down. That was the drop. Turnover on downs. LSU, out of their own end zone, throws a pick to Osai. Osai comes down at like the 3-yard line.
Yeah. Well, I think it was like the 5.
Yeah, but 4 plays later, Texas still didn't get a touchdown. And
They ran every time. Sam ran twice.
Sam, I mean, it's smart to run with Sam. There's no doubt about it.
No, yeah.
But
I mean, but if it's not working, just throw it up to Colin Johnson. They didn't use him at all in the first half.
They didn't utilize him at all.
Well, and then the second half, started the third.
They're starting to utilize other receivers such as Kevin Duvernay, which is an incredible athlete in his own right with 154 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I know, but you saw the difference that when they gave Colin Johnson those 3 or 4 straight passes.
But yeah, Joe Burrow played incredible. 4 touchdowns, 471 yards, and of course that one pick that I just explained. Shredded up the Texas defense.
Yeah. I mean, their corners are young too, and they're short, so
Okay.
they had the advantage. In the offense.
Green, hot garbage.
All right,
Let's
that's
get that out of the way.
That's one hot garbage for the day.
Caden Stearns. You know, I give him a lot of credit because he's a great safety,
Okay,
but he did not show up at all in that game.
so he's not hot garbage. He just didn't show up.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. So we're still at 1.
And then, I think, yeah, Chris Boyd.
Yeah,
I'm
Chris
pretty
Boyd.
Yeah. Because I don't know, because there was a player last year from Texas that went to the NFL, and I was thinking Chris Boyd was that player. But if not, I'm just going to go with Chris Boyd. Chris Boyd played like hot garbage.
It's 2. That's tough,
that's
man.
3. That's 3.
No,
and
but
that's mainly all our secondary.
No, but Texas, man, that was a rough game. They should have been up 21-0 in the first quarter, but it sadly didn't happen. I mean, overall it was a great game. I mean, they fought the entire game.
No, yeah, Jefferson for LSU he was too good. 163 yards, 3 touchdowns.
It's nasty, dude. Yeah, and
Sam Ellinger who won player of the game nonetheless.
Yeah.
Even though despite a losing effort and Joe Burrow balling out,
Sam
Ellinger 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, 60 yards rushing, and a touchdown.
No,
on the ground.
he's great.
So,
I just hope that this doesn't, bring him down. Texas is going to be a great team. I think honestly they have a really good chance to make the playoff. They are a contending team.
And to all LSU fans who are like, "Oh, we're the real DBU. We showed you."
Yeah.
You still allowed 4 passing touchdowns to Sam Ellinger, a guy who, let's be honest, isn't the best throwing wise.
No, not really.
So
he was throwing short passes mostly.
Except for that one pass with Brendan Eagles, where Brendan Eagles just took off and got like a 60-yard touchdown. But yeah, so I don't want to hear any flack from like any LSU fans like, "Oh, we're DBU." You still allowed 38 points to a Texas offense that didn't score twice in your own end zone.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
suck on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so
that sums it up.
So, yeah, that's all I can take away.
Yeah.
And it was a really good game against a supposedly good SEC defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll take it.
No, yeah.
I'll take
but
it.
Texas, I think they're contending. They'll have a great season.
The thing is, if LSU finishes with the same record as us, because we know they're probably going to lose to either LSU or either to Alabama or, a team like that, or Auburn maybe.
Right.
So, I mean, and if they only have that one loss and we only have that one loss to LSU obviously has the upper advantage here.
No, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, it kind of hurts because this is a big game.
Yeah.
But Texas, I think we're ranked, like 12th now? So
yeah. I mean, y'all are still up there, so it's just something to discourage about. But no, I guess we'll get into the next game, next biggest game, I guess. Texas A&M, Clemson. Trevor Lawrence looks back to his normal self, I would say.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Trevor Lawrence with 268 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
Yeah.
Not the best game. I think Kellen Mond had 213 yards and a touchdown and interception also. But Clemson just looked like the better team here. We finally saw some of that old-fashioned Clemson defense, something that we didn't really see in,
the first week, yeah.
We saw it in the first week because they dominated Georgia Tech, but not like the level we saw before.
Yeah.
And we starting to see these young guys and like guys who've been playing backup who have now finally gotten that starting spot, starting to actually show up and starting to play.
Yeah, they're starting to get the groove of the field of the college
starting
football.
to fit in the system.
Yeah.
So
and that's dangerous.
It was a really impressive performance from Clemson, especially against a good Texas A&M offense, which I hate to say. But Kellen Mond is an incredible quarterback, so I mean that's pretty impressive in its own right. Any other games that you saw this weekend that really stood out to you?
Not
anything about Kentucky?
Kentucky, we won 2-0, baby. I think we scored 38 like to 24-17, I think. I'm not too sure. I didn't get to watch the game because we were watching the UT game.
You guys played like Toledo or someone like that, right?
No, we played Eastern Florida or something.
Ugh.
Some
garbage
small team.
But
Kentucky's 2-0, so
yeah, that is.
I'm glad to see it.
I'm glad someone can stay undefeated.
Dang right.
All right.
I really wish we played y'all.
Moving on to the big one. This is first week. We're happy it's back.
NFL.
AB has officially left the Raiders.
This is ridiculous. Look, man, I was on my way to my dad's house on I-35 South.
That's great.
And Dude, I get a text. I'm jamming out to country music, and it says Antonio Brown was released from the Raiders. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, that's crazy. That's great for the Raiders. They got rid of the drama. I
Now,
mean, yes?
we all saw something was gonna happen with AB because obviously he said some things to Mike Mayock and
Yeah,
of
that's
course
very disrespectful to me and Gus, and
yeah, and punted the football, which
find that.
yeah. So they eventually suspended him for this upcoming week, and
Yeah.
then they unsuspended him and all that, and then of course the fine, and then whatever
Yeah,
he
they
did to
fined
Mike,
him $55,000.
and then the whole actions that took place with Mike Mayock. Officially released on Saturday morning. I woke up to see it, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect him to just release him like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of surreal because everyone was hyped, you know.
Yeah. But, I mean, they asked Joe Gruden, and he said he tried everything. The players tried everything, the organization, and he personally
Well-
tried everything.
Well, look, man. All right.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
dude. it's
No,
the-
but
the
hey,
John Gruden
he said
impersonation.
he tried everything. And, just there is a certain point where you just say, all right, we're done.
What stood out to me from this whole situation was the video he dropped the day before of his conversation with Gruden. Great editing job by
Yeah.
his editor,
Right,
nonetheless.
yeah.
But of him talking with Gruden and all that, over him, getting hyped that he got released and whatever.
Yeah, dude, that was
And
what I can't say this at a school place, but
but let's continue this story.
yeah,
So AB is released on Saturday.
yeah.
Then we finally get the news. Antonio Brown's been picked up by the New England Patriots.
Wow.
Now I predicted this. I called this.
You did.
I did.
Okay.
I called this right after he was released. I'm like, watch, he's probably gonna go to some team like the Patriots.
Yeah.
I even got
They had cap space.
I even got times on my messages saying that I called that. But
need to see those.
yeah, I will after the
Alright.
show.
Okay.
But AB went to the Patriots. I was pretty angry, but I'm like, you know what? Patriots are gonna win anyways. I don't care.
I mean, yeah. I mean, because they have Josh Gordon and everything, but I
And
think
Julian Edelman.
yeah, I think this is a lock.
Their best receiver, honestly, what I saw from that Sunday night game
Yeah.
was Philip Dorsett, which
Right.
it really
It
showed
was
something.
great. No, but
But,
their defense, man, it's special this year.
No, yeah, for
It's
sure.
one of the best ones in like decade.
So Antonio Brown's getting paid $10 million guaranteed, but it's a $15 million deal for
Mhm.
1 year. This is kind of going to be his rental year, I guess, to make him break himself.
Yeah. Excuse you.
I found this. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little sick. I found this situation a little similar with another former Raiders wide receiver that went to the Patriots, and that happened to be Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Randy Moss barely played any games with the Raiders. Of course, was
Nothing.
traded to New England,
Mm-hmm.
completely revamped himself, and became the Randy Moss we know and
Made
love
one of
today.
the greatest teams of all time.
Exactly.
2007 Patriots.
Now the Patriots, they don't win that Super Bowl. That
No,
was the
no.
Giants one, right?
Yeah, they went 16 and
Yeah,
0
they went 16-0.
and lost in the Super Bowl.
So I kind of feel bad that Randy didn't win. That's the only time I would have liked to see the Patriots win. But especially coming from me as a Jets fan.
Right, yeah, it's tough.
So it's just a weird situation, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's just something about it. I think AB is gonna definitely perform better because you got Tom Brady on your side
dude,
now.
Tom Brady is going to he's going to make him look so much better. I mean, even though Big Ben can throw the ball and make him look good,
Mhm.
but Tom Brady, man, he's a different animal.
Well, there's this conspiracy theory going around, and I was listening to the Pat McAfee show. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Go watch his stuff. He's pretty
Sponsor.
funny. Pat McAfee for the brand. He made a conspiracy theory where what if all this was intentional?
See,
What if everything he did was intentional just so he can get out of Oakland, and he's always wanted to go to the Patriots?
right. I want to say
What if he acted so? What if he froze his feet on purpose? Because that just doesn't happen randomly.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
yeah,
What if he froze his feet?
I actually believe I have some belief in it, but some of you doesn't.
And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna retire if I don't get my helmet or whatever. You know?
You know, when I actually hear that again, I think that makes sense. That it does sound played.
And then after that, he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna call it the whole franchise or whatever. And then he took that final step with Mike Mayock, and
Yeah.
he's like, all right, I'm just gonna call you out straight up and see if that works and punt the ball.
Yeah, cracker,
Exactly.
dude.
So, I think this might have been intentional in my way. Pat McAfee explained it best, and honestly, I'd rather play with Tom Brady than Derek Carr.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no offense to Derek Carr,
but Derek Carr, he's very accurate.
I mean, he looked all right on Monday Night Football.
But no, I just hope. I mean, I know, I hope, I know that Bill Belichick isn't gonna handle any of that business.
Oh no, yeah, and I think Bill Belichick and AB have always had a good relationship with each other.
And and I just hope he doesn't try.
I saw a picture
to
with
start drama.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady took a picture of him with AB. So I mean, I'm glad things are already going along well with them.
No, right, but I think this will be a cruise full season. We'll cruise right into the Super Bowl, and I think Pat Mahomes, they look great on Sunday. But look, man,
I don't know if I think Pat Mahomes will have a great season. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't think Pat Mahomes will lead this team to a Super Bowl.
yeah.
No offense.
Will they go to the AFC Championship again?
Especially with the child abuser Tyreek Hill being injured.
Yeah. No, but do you think they'll go to the AFC Championship though?
Oh no, yeah, probably.
Okay. No, but I guess we'll see. I mean, Patriots. I mean, I'm gonna be ready to be at work and watch you win another Super Bowl, get 7.
I'm glad you already got your day figured out. For
Yeah,
that.
dude. Me and the managers and the staff. We already talked about it. We're buying pizza and popcorn, and Mountain Dew, on the Super Bowl game day.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I guess we can move on from the Antonio Brown to the Patriots. We can talk about our Dallas Cowboys. Okay, we predicted, we dominated the Giants.
Yeah,
okay?
35-17.
Completely obliterated them.
Really incredible game.
Mhm.
A guy who before the season you stated wasn't that good, Michael Gallup, showed up, 173 yards. I'm pretty sure, 158.
That man,
actually.
I like him. That man's like.
I'm glad you have a change of heart.
Okay, I liked Gallup. I just didn't think he would be like this. You know what I'm saying?
You said he wouldn't be a good wide receiver, or he's not that good of a receiver. Well,
And
guess what? You seemed to.
You know what?
He seemed to be a deep threat.
He did what he was supposed to do and prove me wrong, and so he did. So yeah, this is like a mini Dez right here, dude. He can go catch anything.
I don't know about a mini Dez, but
I don't know, dog. That
Randall
keeps us
Cobb.
up.
Randall Cobb balled out,
No, yeah, he looked great. He might be old, but he's
especially
great.
for his debut.
Yeah.
Of course, Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper played great.
But let's
Ezekiel
not
Elliott.
forget, the person that made him look good was Dak Prescott. All right, the man threw a perfect passer rating of 158.3, which I don't see how that's possible because even Troy Aikman called it in the booth. He had a couple drop passes. How's that possible?
Coming off a contract year where you're in contract disputes and you're talking about, okay, I deserve to make this amount of money, especially when players like Jared Goff and Carson Wentz and other guys like that are getting paid
big money. Yeah,
getting paid this kind of money.
this early too.
Especially since those guys, except for Jared Goff, haven't really proved, that they're that amazing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big statement game from Dak. There's no debate about it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I mean, 405 yards, 4 touchdowns.
That's his career high. Yeah.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
perfect passer rating in your
That's-
first game of the season. Now, granted, it is the Giants' defense.
Yeah.
So let's not get too hyped.
Right.
But they're gonna have to start paying him or start looking at paying him.
No,
a lot
yeah,
of money
and-
if he keeps this up. For
No,
sure.
I mean Dak. He looks confident in the pocket. I know he has a great offensive line, but usually Dak Prescott is a scrambling quarterback. He likes to get out of the pocket, roll to the right
wouldn't
or
say
the
he's a
left.
I wouldn't say he's a scrambling quarterback. I think he's more of a, okay, you run your route kind of quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, I'll dump it off to you.
Right. No, but he likes to get out of the pocket. But no, he stood back there and just laid it out. He chunked it, and put it right in Amari Cooper's numbers and Michael Gallup's numbers. He was throwing in tight windows.
That 50-yard pass to Michael Gallup over the shoulder, that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, it just boom, and then that read with Jarwin, I think he kind of he threw it too quick, but still.
Blake
Saw it.
Jarwin, we call him the touchdown machine. around
Touchdown
here,
machine, yes sir.
'cause of
Already got one.
His 3 touchdown game last year, but
And Jason Witten, he had a touchdown pass too. His first touchdown of the season. I'm glad to see him back.
he's old.
Very. Where did his hair go? He had it on Monday Night Football and it just went away.
It's going away just like his brain cells right now.
Oh, wow.
So,
Gee, wow.
no offense. CT is alive and well.
No, is that it for the Cowboys?
So, do you think
Anything
Dak
else, Sam?
deserves his contract right now?
I think I would say yes, but I feel like I should see some more.
Okay.
I need to see if Dak is consistent with this. Not 400 yards and perfect pass rating. I just want to see if he can put points on the board, put the ball in the numbers, and just lead us to games to dubs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if he could possibly get to NFC Championship game,
Give it a couple games.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see him against solid teams and actual decent teams.
Yeah.
And then we can make our assessment there because we're gonna be playing the Patriots this year. We're gonna be
Yeah.
playing
at
we're
Patriots
gonna
too.
be playing the Rams this year. We're gonna be playing, of course.
We're gonna be there for that one, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna be a good game.
so he's definitely got to make some statements in those games if
No,
he
yeah,
wants that contract.
and I believe in Dak. I think he will. He's a great leader. So
But I think the biggest statement I want to see this year is him actually win this. Let this team win in the playoffs. I want to see one NFC Championship game
before I die.
within my 20 years of my life.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'd rather enjoy it now than I enjoy it when I'm like 56 years old and I just saw our first NFC Championship. Because do you know how depressing that is?
Yeah, it's very depressing.
So I just want to see that this year.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
No, but I guess we can move on from that. We can talk about another the number 1 overall pick, Kyler Murray,
Yes.
debut for the Cardinals.
Now, Kyler Murray, a guy on the show who we've always been kind of skeptical of.
Yeah.
He's somewhat of a guy we somewhat criticized.
I mean, criticized just for his. I mean, I think, but everyone's done that just for his size. They didn't,
Well, I do this all the time. I always criticize OU quarterbacks because I'm so biased. It's not even funny. But yeah, I criticized him, and I think it was just coming off of the OU season and how good of a year they had. I was kind of jealous.
Right.
So I just wasn't speaking clearly about. This is kind of a confession in a way, or an apology.
Do we need to sit down, get the counselor?
But yeah, I just kind of feel about it because I think it was all emotional when I was speaking about Kyler Murray. But he's an incredible quarterback. He's got a great arm. It was always a sense of height too, which I was always scared about because, especially for NFL quarterbacks of his height.
Well, because
he looked tiny out there. On the field.
He looked tiny, but there were a few plays where he threw the ball and it hit like the defense or another player and bounced back to him. So that was like, dang.
He made incredible plays, but yeah. So the Cardinals were down late in the fourth quarter, came back, outscored
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Sorry, I don't know why. I just
Look at
like
the
that.
schedule.
But yeah, they outscored Detroit 18-7 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's incredible. He was targeting Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald was getting some emotion in there too. He was like, "Let's go."
Fitzgerald is one of those guys who've been slept on his whole career.
He's
Been an underrated receiver forever, and I just hate how he never gets the recognition.
No, he'll be a Hall of Famer.
He's always
he's first ballot. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no debate. Jinx. Yeah, Kyler Murray looked like a veteran out there on the field late in the fourth quarter.
I liked it.
I saw a play where I think it was the final drive where he went to go stop the clock, but he was scrambling out of the pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of the field, and he was already at first down territory.
Yeah.
Was down the middle of the field, and then decided to take a hard right and run out of bounds for the first down.
That's a
to
great
stop the
move.
clock.
Yeah, it's a great move.
And he had the speed to get past all the
Yeah,
defenders.
he was
too.
quicker than everybody out there.
So it was a really smart move, and I'm like, that's some like real intelligence
That's
there, especially
football IQ.
especially to stay that composed inside a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that was just crazy.
Yeah, Kyler, man, I think he'll unfold into he'll have a good season.
This doesn't take away from Matthew Stafford's game too. Matthew Stafford had an incredible game too, and it makes me sad that he never is going to get the help that he wants.
I know it sucks.
Because Matthew Stafford is probably one of the most underrated quarterbacks we've seen in a while.
I mean, ever. Yeah. I mean, Tony Romo too. He's underrated.
Yeah, but Tony Romo was given weapons.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford took this trash team to a playoffs a couple 6 years ago?
Yeah.
5 years
14.
ago? Yeah.
Yeah. We played him and beat him.
So I mean, I just feel bad for the man.
No, yeah. I mean, I just hope they don't give it to him at the end of his career where he's kind of like doesn't have an arm anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. No, but Kyler Murray, man, hope he has a good season. Cardinals, not a playoff team, I don't think. No.
No.
All right, man.
Moving on to my Jets real quick. Jets choked the lead against the Bills. Let the Bills score 14 in the fourth quarter.
Josh Allen sucks.
254 yards, 1 touchdown.
Like, dude, the game I was watching pick after pick. Dude,
I don't know how many picks were thrown.
what is going on? Or I was just seeing like stupid passes and I don't know. He had like 2 or 3 interceptions, man. It was just bad.
Josh Allen had no interceptions.
He didn't?
Mm-mm.
Was that Sam Darnold then?
Oh wait,
Josh Allen did.
it's not showing up on here. Yeah, C.J. Mosley had a pick 6 in the first quarter.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
Josh
game was
Allen,
garbage. I didn't even
Yeah.
watch the game, and I'm a Jets fan.
I was trying to watch it at no frills, man. I couldn't.
C.J. Mosley definitely looked like a baller out there. I'm
No, yeah.
happy to see him score in his first debut as a defender
Yeah.
for the New York Jets. So, but he got injured, of course, so he left
Right.
the game, and
Dude,
it kind of
Let's
collapsed.
talk about Le'Veon Bell, about his debut, man.
He had a solid debut too.
He looked great.
Yeah.
He's showing some emotion after that touchdown he scored.
Same thing for Robbie Anderson too.
Yeah.
He looked great. Sam Darnold looked like a solid quarterback at one
Mhm.
point. It just all collapsed in the fourth quarter. We didn't know how to run the offense.
Right. Which I think it's first week, I think they'll get the handle to it. All right. Still have confidence and belief in your team.
I've heard that one before.
I know, I have too, all right? You just got to believe.
Eagles came back against the
Eagles.
Redskins this week too.
Dude, the Redskins, they're still a team to look out for, man. That's scary.
They played
Play
incredible.
Next week, yeah.
They played incredible.
The
They were up.
defense was insane.
They were up 20-7 at halftime. And then Eagles, of course, outscored them in the second half, 25-0 or 25-7.
Deshaun Jackson, man. The man's fast.
It was
Beast.
it. I honestly forgot Deshaun Jackson played for the Eagles.
Yeah, he got
And then
recently.
I watched the game, and I'm like, who's this dude balling out? And I'm like, he kind of reminds me of like D-Jax,
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? It is
was.
D-Jax. And I'm like, okay, well, it's good to see him back.
There was one guy in the No Frills place with a Jackson jersey on. He was like, yeah, screw you, Cowboy fan. I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah, man, y'all suck. I'm like, dude, it's the first week.
Eagles fans got their one Super Bowl, and they feel
Yes, they feel like they're the
and
best
they,
in the
and
world.
they feel like they're the greatest franchise
Especially
of all
with Carson
time.
Wentz, who didn't even win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that is true. Your Super Bowl winning quarterback got injured.
Speaking of, Nick Foles, man, that sucks.
Yeah, he wasn't playing too bad either.
That game would have been great if Nick Foles was still in it. He had a beautiful, beautiful pass. I forgot the receiver's name, but he just dropped it right in the corner. Right there. 7-7, Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs won that game, 40-26.
Yeah, well, we don't
Mahomes, the reigning MVP, of course. 328 yards, 3 TDs. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Sammy Watkins was the guy who kind of stood out to all of us. So
Yeah, he had 40 points on fantasy, dude.
yeah, 198 yards, 3
Shout out
touchdowns.
to Justin. He had him on his bench. That sucks.
He had 3 TDs. 3 TDs.
How many rushing yards?
LaShawn McCoy was the leading rusher that game.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting to see this Chiefs team
Yeah.
now with LaShawn McCoy. I'll say that.
All right, boys. That's week 1 in the NFL.
Mhm.
Many more weeks to come. We have 15 weeks, left.
Also, shout out Chargers on the win in OT.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, and the Colts. I wanted them to win.
Yeah, I wanted to see Jacoby win.
Yeah. But week 2 next week. I can't wait for that.
Final segment of the show. Predictions.
Predictions. What are the games today, boys?
Well, no.
Oh yeah.
It's review.
Oh yeah. It's review day.
So, first game we had was Nebraska versus Colorado. I chose Colorado. Jackson chose Nebraska.
Colorado.
Colorado came back in the fourth quarter.
They
I'm surprised we didn't
surprised
talk
me.
about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colorado came back in the fourth quarter. Incredible comeback. Then-
Shout out Kenneth Price,
Yeah.
alumni.
Yeah. Colorado won that game.
Yeah.
Incredible game.
Colorado surprised me, man. I kept flipping through the channel. I was like, they're coming.
Nebraska, I already called it. I'm saying Nebraska's going to show some weakness this week, especially against a tough
Yeah.
Colorado team. So I took the point there. New Orleans versus Houston. We both chose New Orleans.
Yeah, this is Monday night's game. This was last night's game.
You want to go through that game real
Yeah.
quick?
So this is Little Jackson at work at Walmart at self checkout. We're watching the game. Me and my managers. The final minute of that game was incredible. Deshaun Watson is for real.
It
Okay.
was some of the saddest defense I've seen in my life, though.
No, yeah, it was. But Deshaun Watson, he's trying to make a name for himself.
2
And
plays.
he has 2 plays.
2 plays.
Hopkins, he'll catch anything. He had more drops last night
Then
than
he
he did all last season. That's
Well, I don't think he dropped a single pass last season.
no,
did he?
he didn't. So I think he
And I
dropped
think
a few.
I think he dropped 3 in the first
Yeah.
quarter last
But still, that's
night.
crazy. And
Still
then,
played incredible.
but then again, you have to look at the other side of New Orleans. They have a veteran Hall of Famer quarterback in Drew Brees.
Mhm.
One bang, bang, bang game.
So let's explain it. So Texans, they score the touchdown.
Yeah, 27-27 or 28-27.
No, 27-26. Saints are down because the score was what, 29-20.
It was 30-28.
It-
So yeah, it was 20.
yeah,
It was
yeah, it was
28-27.
28-27.
Yeah.
Okay. So 28-27. 30 seconds left on the clock. Drew Brees throws a dime or whatever,
Right,
spikes
right
it
in
or
the middle of
whatever.
the field, yeah.
We're at like the 45-yard line, 50-yard line. Then Drew Brees throws another pass, gets like 6 yards on that, spikes it,
Yeah.
then gets another pass off. When the Texans are playing release,
Yeah.
like they're playing hard release, so they aren't pressing on any
Yeah,
of the
they think they have the game in the bag.
They leave all this open space for the receivers. Drew Brees, 3 seconds,
Boom.
gets it off. Timeout.
And
Guess
then
what?
58-yard field goal. They have a 58-yard field goal.
Mr. Will Lutz. Personal record is 57 yards. 58 yards this time. Hits it. Game winner.
Dead in the middle.
Incredible game. Incredible game.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, Victor. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
about that.
Victor, remember, we're sorry. Sorry for talking trash about the Houston. They, but they're still not better than the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
He felt like he was wronged on that one. And Victor's a Texans fan,
Yeah.
if you're unaware.
No, but no, man, that's the game of the year already.
Mm-hmm. And our next game, so as of today, it's 2-1 so far.
Yeah.
I'm up 2-1. Minnesota versus Fresno State. We both got that wrong. We chose Fresno State, but Minnesota put in a hard-fought battle and won the game. Moving on, San Diego State versus UCLA. I chose San Diego State, and San Diego State won.
Dang, I'm taking a lot of L's. I'm not a good gambler, all right? I'm not a good predictionist.
San Diego State just looked great on the ground, so I just chose them, and they played their way.
Yep.
So I'm up 3-1, and then Serena versus Fidelina. Now,
this is tennis, by the way.
As two big fans of the Serena Williams fan club, we were happy about the semifinal win against Svitolina, so we both got that. It's 4-2.
Yep.
But however, in the final, Serena Williams lost to the Canadian.
Yep. Hey, and that was a great match.
Andreescu played amazing.
Yes,
Or however you pronounce her name.
But, I don't know.
But she played amazing, and all props to her.
Mm-hmm.
She outclassed Serena in every way.
Right.
I think she won 2-0 on the sets.
Yeah, she did.
So, congrats to her.
I think she won.
It's a good year for Canada.
6-1 on set 1 and then 7-5 or something.
No, I think it was 6-4 and then
7-5 or something.
I think it was 6 or like 6-2 on the final one. So
no, but
it was an incredible performance by her, and congrats to Canada on another win this year.
As I said last episode, this might make her retire. I'm still saying it. All right.
If she retires within the year,
call me on it.
We don't even have to do that anymore. I'll just let you win the rest of the. I'll just let you win for the rest of the year.
I'll quote that. All right. She might retire. Serena, I don't want you to retire, but if you do.
No, of course you don't want her to retire.
Yeah, but if you do, I'm right, okay?
Part of the Serena fan club.
All right, I'm right. That's all I care about,
This is the Serena Williams fan club, all right?
We should get a sign or something.
I know. We should have wrote that on the board.
Yeah.
But, so I'm up 4-2. Or, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2. All right, I'm done by 2. So I need to do.
So the updated score is now 7-4.
Wow. I'm struggling.
You just got to pick it up.
Look, all right.
Pick it up.
On Thursday, I will study on Wednesday, and I will choose my teams on Thursday, and I will take back the lead.
And you're picking games this week, too, so you better know what you're talking
All
about.
right, look, man, I know what I'm talking about. All right. Our last thing on the board, it's big, bold, Game Day Every Day. All right, that is the end of the show. Thank you for tuning in, Game Day Nation. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers.
2 away.
Yeah, 2 away, man. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Basically, what we went over today: NCAA, NFL, Texas LSU, the disappointing loss in Texas, NFL, Antonio Brown with the Patriots, Kyler Murray in his performance, Dak Prescott.
Make sure to also go to some of last week's episodes if you want to watch some more episodes.
Check it out.
We talked about the beginning of the AV situation, how we felt about it. Also talked about week 1 of college football and look at the rankings from past week 2.
But also another important thing, just leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and we'll read them and possibly might put them in the show. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Jackson Davis. That's Gus over there. We'll see you in episode 42.
Adios.
Amigos.